Welcome to or welcome back to the channel, whichever one it is. As always, I'm just very glad that you're here. Now, you would have seen in the thumbnail, this video is about pellets. In the last video, my HFT video, I had a conversation, partly on camera, but mostly off camera, with Adam Cole about weighing pellets. And if you want to be more accurate on targets, it stands to reason that weighing your pellets would make sense. It got me to thinking, how far do you go with it? I've been doing a lot of research, watched a lot of videos, and it's a kind of a mixed bag of opinions on as to whether or not you need to wash and lube your pellets as well. But it's still an open question, so it's something I needed to answer for myself, so that's why we're doing this video this week. I'm using my HW100. I usually take this one out hunting with me. It's by far and away the best rifle that I've got. I enjoy the Springers a lot at the moment, but when it comes to actual function, this thing is fantastic. I'm using this one today because it's regulated, and I think it's fairer when it comes to testing the pellets. You could take the equation of dropping air and stuff like that out. So I'm going to use this one. And I've put on top of it today, instead of my one leaf NV500 that's normally on there for shooting rabbits, this is a Falcon S181, I think it is, and it's a 3-18 by 50. And I've just been zeroing with it. It is brilliant. I absolutely love this scope, so I'm really excited about today. I'm going to tell you about the format of it anyway. Yesterday I spent the whole day, say the whole day, that's an exaggeration, I spent ages weighing a whole tin of pellets. So while I could get myself sorted out, this is pretty much what happened yesterday. So I'm going to use a fresh tin, JSB Diablo Exact, 8.44 grain, and these are 4.52s. I'm going to have to weigh every single one of these. We'll start with that. Let's go with that. Okay, so I've got 100 weighed. 100 weighed, washed and dried. And I've got 100 weighed, washed, dried and lubricated. So that should cover all bases. But what I might do when I go back to you seeing me in a minute back down where I'm shooting is I will probably take however many I'm going to do per group out of a separate tin. I know that's not as scientific as it should be, but I didn't take a control group out of this tin, which I should have done. Forgive me that, I do apologise. But yeah, let's go back to wherever it was I was shooting and we'll see what we can figure out from there. Take it easy, cheers. Right, so if you're not new to the channel, you'll know that I'm not the most scientific or analytical of people. I just sort of fumble my way through everything. So, if you've not checked out Lockdown Leatherworks, by the way, it's not an ad, but these guys, they made me this a while ago for this rifle. And every time I open my box to get my rifle out, this thing's in the box and I absolutely love it. So it's got a little credit card holder on the back and everything. So yeah, Lockdown Leatherworks, like I said, please just go and have a look at what they do because I absolutely love this thing. Anyway, so what I've got is the pellets that I sorted yesterday. So these ones are just weighed in that tin there. They're just weighed. These are weighed and washed, and these are weighed, washed and lubed in there. So that's the 3 different states of pellets that I've got, but we actually have 4 states of pellets because I've got straight from the tin as well. So we're going to go, see, you can tell I've thought about it. You can tell that this has just been like an off-the-cuff decision. Right, so we're going to go straight from the tin first, and then we're going to go weighed second, and then we're going to go weighed, washed and dried, and then we're going to go weighed, washed, dried and lubed. So that's the order that they're going in. And then we're actually, just to add an extra element, for 10 on each, we're going to size. All will become clear. Let's go put a target up and take it from there. Right, so I'm trying a new camera down there at the moment as well. So it's got no screen on it. So fingers crossed it is actually picking everything up. So we're going to go straight for the tin, first of all. We're using the JSB Exact 8.44 grain. So yeah, let's crack on with that then. So I'm going to go for 10, 10, and then size 10 of them. Should we try that? Let's try that out. And this scope, by the way, is an absolute dream to look through. Personally, I think that's a delicious group. For me personally, very happy with that. But the reason I want to do so many, firing 30 of them gives you a much better idea of it gives you a much better spread, I think. And plus, shooting more pellets, isn't it? You got to love it. So, group number 2. Okay. Still a very agreeable group in my opinion, but there was a couple that sort of strayed off a little bit. Strayed off into the unknown. But what I want to do now, Bryn's actually gone and thrown another thing in the mix, hasn't he? So let's have a little look here. Let's just bring this down like this. So what I've got here is a pellet sizer. This is a 4.52 per. Now I'm not going to do this for it. I'm not going to show you this on every single one. I'm not going to go through the whole rig, but I'm just going to show you on these ones here, because this is the first time I've used it as well. So what you get is a brass piece here and a plunger there. What you do is you take your pellet, 4.52 pellet, you sit him nicely on the top there, he falls in, and then you just gently push him through. Sized. So let's push him in there. So just literally, some of them are a little bit more crunchy to push through, but we'll see. I mean, they've been two really good groups, to be fair. That last one had a couple of stray ones, and the stray ones are what we're trying to eliminate when we do these processes. So I guess that's part and parcel of it, but there's 5 of them. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'll get you back when I've done them, because you don't want to watch the whole thing. Right, so that's 10 sized straight from the tin. Let's go for that. I can't honestly tell you how much I enjoy shooting this thing. I genuinely love it. It's a delight. It's a delight. I should have got to put the Mark Sanderson stock on it, but I didn't have a lot of time this morning. I had to get the scope sorted and all that sort of stuff. But I do have a beautiful, beautiful stock that would have looked great on camera. It would have been lovely to have had it on there, but I use this rifle more than I use any other rifle. There will be hunting videos coming up soon featuring this rifle and featuring various other bits of kit as well. But I've just been trying to figure out how to format that and how to make those videos work. So for now, it is what it is, isn't it? I know people love that phrase. So I'm going to go get that target, change it over, and then we're going to go on to the weighed pellets. Nothing else done to them, just weighed. I can't even talk about that one just yet. That's some grouping, isn't it? Christ, man. It's going to be difficult. I don't really know where this is going to go today, but so this is 10 of the just weighed pellets. And just so you know as well, every time I change the target, I'm going to put the air back up to 180. I know it's regulated, but it just seems a little bit fairer to start again from scratch. So back at 180, fresh target. Let's do it. Weighed pellets. Seems weird that we had a couple full short. Oh, well, I only fired 9. Sorry about that. That was 9. That's my bad, sorry. But the other mitigating circumstance, I guess, is that actually I don't know how accurate my scales are. Could be that my scales are off. I've had those scales for years. I used to use them for weighing gold. But anyway, so it could be that the scales are off. Could be a number of things. But let's go on to another 10 anyway, and we'll see what happens. I'll see if I can actually do 10 this time as well. I honestly don't know where this video is going. Got no idea, but there was nothing wrong with that. That's a weighed pellets. Maybe the first couple with flyers on the first thing was something to do with me. I don't know. So I'm going to size these now. Right, so this is weighed and sized. I don't really know how it can get better than what we've already done, but I don't really know what to say. I'm just going to go and get that target. Those 2 lots done. Let's get the next one up. Let's crack on. These are weighed and washed. Now, one thing I will say is I've had to go through. There are some. Maybe the sizing might come into play here, because I suppose the washing process involves agitating them. And I was very gentle, as you saw in the video. I did my best to try to not damage any skirts, but you never know. So we'll see. I did see a couple in there that looked a little bit dented up, to be completely honest with you. Right, let's go for it. These crews are getting quite excited. Really into it, actually. Right, I'm going to load up another 10. You don't need to see me do that. This is weighed and washed again for the second lot. If nothing else comes of this video, though, this scope is incredible. I'm not sure if it's doing it on purpose. I'm not sure if it's by design. But when I've got the reticle visual, when I can see everything completely plain on the reticle, everything's bang on. If I move slightly, the reticle itself goes really blurry or crosses over itself. So it's encouraging me to keep, well, it's making me keep my face in exactly the same place, because in order to keep the reticle in focus, I'm having to, I don't know what the name for that is. I think that is parallax, isn't it? I mean, that is to do with parallax, is where you put in your head and stuff, and how it all lines up. So this is brilliant. Love this scope. Absolutely love it. Anyway, stop waffling, ads. Absolutely fine, but I think that washing them maybe gnarled up some of the, I think the agitation, is that not, does it not stand to reason that if you're agitating something and moving it around and banging it against it, because I remember early on making videos, people were complaining about me shaking the tins for that very same reason, that you don't want to agitate the tin, you don't want, you know, so maybe that's what's happening there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them groups. It's me, this is me complaining about groups like that. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, they seem to have opened up. The group seem to have, from what I can see here, opened up compared to just Wade. We'll soon find out, won't we, when I fire this lot. Leave it in the comments if you know what this anomaly is. It could be that I am the anomaly still. Who knows? Right, let's go on to the, these are washed, weighed and sized. Wow. Well, I really don't know what to say about that. We'll talk about it all at the end. Let's get on to the washed, weighed, and lubed. Washed, weighed, and lubed. Right, let's go on them. I'll do that as I go. Right, let's go and have a look. Not sure if I'd have said in the video part just a minute ago about this, but I'm using the Power Pellet Lube from Napier. It comes well, you know, well recommended. I've got it purely because I found it in Mole Valley and just thought I'd go for it. So hopefully it's a good one. From the videos I've seen, from the research I've done, a lot of people are using the same one. But I'm going to stop waffling. This is weighed, washed, dried, and lubed now. So this is the full shebang. These should be the Rolls Royce of pellets. Let's have a go. I love this scope. It's impossible to say, really. We'll talk about it more at the end, but I mean, this is, it might turn out to be completely non-conclusive. I don't really know. We'll have a look at we'll have a look at it all properly in a minute. This lube smells nice. Next 10. Let's not hang around. Oh, what happened there? That last one. Come on. Oh, this is great though, isn't it? Shooting groups is fun. Shooting actual groups is fun. That was good. I enjoyed that a lot. Right, let's size these a minute. So these are going to be, let's pretty much have everything done to them that you can do to them. Weighed, washed, lubed, and sized. So let's hope that means something. Definitely does put a little mark around the skirt. It definitely does something. Some of these definitely do take a bit of a trimming off. So this is washed, weighed, washed, lubed, and sized. Right, all the way since pellet 5, I was trying my hardest not to lose my absolute cool. That's great. That was great. That was a really tight group. That was great, wasn't it? Let me go and get it. Let's get it. Let me get it. That was good, wasn't it? I mean, that was weighed, washed, lubed, everything. I mean, all of it rolled out the red carpet for the bloody things. But come on, that is. Oh my days. Let me just take a second a minute. Because I just want to say something, right? I've been shooting for a few months now. with no real marked skill, but things have definitely developed. And I've shot that rifle here at D range before. And fair enough, there's been a lot of work that's gone into these pellets. But never, in all the time that I've been shooting, I mean, you already know this because you've already watched it. I've just literally been playing it. But look at that. Look at it. That is 10 shots through the same freaking hole. Come on. Well, there's a lot to unpack here, though, to be fair, from what I've been figuring out as this has gone on. But that is, come on. Try not to act a fool here, but I mean, people shoot groups like that all the time, don't they? People do. I know there's people watching this who shoot groups like that routinely. In fact, they try to get groups tighter than that. But come on. I really hope. This is my new range camera, by the way. It was cheap. It doesn't matter if it gets shot. It doesn't use up much memory. And it seemed to have worked well on the HFT course. I'm hoping it's just recorded all of that. I would be insanely disappointed if it didn't, because that was brilliant. Right, bear with. Look at that. I'm supposed to be doing a whole analytical thing where I go, look, blah, blah, blah. But look at that. That is 10 shots. That's 10 shots through there. 10. That's good, isn't it? That's bloody good. Right. Let me sort some stuff out here and we'll have a look at them, because there are some things I need to say about it, though. Here's the situation as it is, right? We shot the Wade pellets. I mean, there's nothing at all wrong with that. Nothing at all. Let me put them down on here. Let's lay them all out here. Let's do this properly. Right, now, first of all, I know it's 25 meters. There's going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, it's 25 meters ads. With a PCP ads, you definitely should be shooting them groups ads. And I know I should, but I don't always. So this is kind of, looking at these now, it's bloody exciting. It's very exciting for me. It's been a long time since I shot the HW100 at the range. I use it for rabbits and stuff like that because I know it's accurate, but this is bloody brilliant. So let's have a look here. So straight from the tin. That one is just about the size of a 1p. Oh, that one there. You got a couple of scapees around the back from that 1p there. You cover it, yeah, so that one's slightly bigger than a 1p. That one's definitely smaller than a 1p. That one you can cover with a 5p. So we went straight from the tin, and then we went onto the Wade. So you can hide all of them on the Wade with a 5p. They all tuck away under the 5p. Now the washed, you can cover every single one of them. Just about, I think that was just because it's puffed up. Yeah, so you can cover every single one of them, all bar that last one. You just got one little bit poking out. So then we come on to this one, which was washed and lubed. And we've got every single one of them can be hidden by a 5p except that one. For some reason, we had a couple of flyers there. I don't really know why that happened. You could blame me, you could blame anything you like. But weirdly, this very last one, the washed and lubed, we had the worst group of all of them, which was that one. And the best one, which I have nothing to measure it for, but it is half the size of a 5p easily. You could cut that in half and still cover that up. That's 10 shots in there. 10 shots. So I don't know what conclusion to come to. I mean, I think it's safe to say, let's turn this round again. Weighing your pellets is definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing. I don't really know what to say about the lubed ones, to be honest, because that's the best group that I've ever shot in my life. That's what I believe they call a cloverleaf group, with 10 pellets through it. So that's the greatest that I've ever done on that. Would I bother washing and lubing my pellets in future? If I was in competition, maybe I would. Weighing them, definitely going to do that for HFT from now on, which I was hoping I wasn't going to say, because it was a massive pain in the ass, to be honest. It was a lot of effort. But I think when it comes to weighing your pellets and you're shooting 3 groups like that, which are better than groups I shoot normally, it's definitely worth weighing your pellets, isn't it? I'm not going to be going into competition to any great level. But it is something that I want to compete against myself. So in order to get better, I am really going to have to start concentrating on the smaller, finer details. So with that said, I do massively appreciate you watching this video, and I also hugely appreciate Darren at D-Range for letting me come back here and do this again today. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you got something out of it. If you're not new to the channel, you know that these are just questions that I need to find the answers to, so I might as well record the whole process for somebody else's benefit as well as for my own. So it might not be the most concise and it might not be the most conclusive, but I hope something came of it, if you know what I mean. I definitely got something out of it. So like and subscribe if you want to. Of course you don't have to. Like I say in every single video, it's your YouTube. You do exactly what you want to do with it. Do what makes you happy, because that's what makes me happy. Leave it in the comments if there's anything I could have done differently when it comes to pellet testing with lube and stuff like that, because it is something that I'm quite interested in now. So see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers and bye.